Giving all the praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wakal Kodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who is a so-called black man, according to the King James Version Bible. Give a double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who taught me all I know with the spirit, purpose, and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Saluting all the sincere brothers striving for that crown that never fadeth away. Saluting also the sincere sisters following the Archeum. Now follow, that party elect, man, but mainly follow the doctrine of Great Millstone. Right, so we have breaking news, right? Breaking news. Los Angeles fire hydrants are out of water because the county refused to refill reservoirs, right? So you can't fight a fire without water, right? So there you go. So the mayor of Los Angeles did zero preparations despite the advanced warning of winds and fire risk, right? So we understand that even Donald J. Trump said, I believe it was months, or I think it was years ago, man, that he actually warned that, the whole county of LA not actually investing in the firefighting crew, and obviously, what do you call it? I think it's called I forget the name of the whole process, the plant that actually extracts the salt from the ocean water itself, because we know that California is literally right next to the ocean itself. So why is it that they're having trouble fighting the whole wildfires? Why? Because they didn't invest monies in infrastructure to remove the salt from the water itself. So there's a whole process that's used. But the reason why they didn't invest, why? Because of climate change. They know that investing in the infrastructure to do that would feed into the whole global warming and climate change, putting more carbon emissions into the atmosphere, right? So it's all about money. It's all about money at the end of the day, because we also know that the elites really wanted to destroy California, right? For the sake of what? Smart cities, as they did in Maui and in Chile, man. But we're gonna go into it some more. Right, so it says another update. This is yesterday. All I can say is 2025 is not playing games. Total chaos is currently unfolding in Los Angeles right now. There are now 4 separate fires throughout the area. Right, so there you go. What do we have right here? Hold on, there we go. Another report says reports are surfacing of widespread fire insurance cancellations by major companies. Just weeks before the devastation, Los Angeles fires erupted. So there's widespread home insurance cancellations. Big companies cancelled a lot of the insurances of a lot of the houses over there in LA, right? So, and this happened months prior to the fire that we're now seeing just 2 days ago. So what that showed that it was all planned out, right? It was all mapped out. So you people need to understand that your elites, they're demising and destroying your neighborhoods for the sake of building and constructing smart cities, man. So it says a frustrated woman criticized California's leadership, revealing that her family's home, insured for decades, recently lost its fire coverage. Right, so there you go. So it was all planned out. So you see the fires over there, this all man-made, the direct energy weapons as we know, right, in the Pacific, I'm trying to pronounce this, Palisades, in the Pacific Palisades area, many residents saw their policies abruptly dropped, leaving them vulnerable ahead of the disaster. So there you go. Over the past 3 years, fire insurance has become increasingly scarce as insurers have scaled back or completely halted coverage across large sections of the state. So there you go. So all these fires, we know, these are all produced by the state, right? Again, to set up the smart cities. So it says right here, another news update. Palisades firefighters are begging for water to help people. Hydrants are empty, and this is getting even more scary as we approach day 2 of this now worse situation, right? We've got a mayor that's out the country. So the mayor of LA, she's not even in the country in America post period. So it says we've got a city that's burning and we've got no resource to put out the fires, which is already pre-planned. Okay, let me get this. And another thing, you had obviously 2 fires, right, in 2 separate areas within Los Angeles that happened at the same time. At the same time, right? In and in the Pacific Palisades and around Hunting Park area, right? And these are like a few dozen 100 miles away from one another, right? Or kilometers away from one another. So it all happened at the same time, so we know it's all planned, right? Let's get some more on this. So it says another post, actually one of the major insurance companies cancelled all the policies in our neighborhood about 4 months ago, right? So it looks like people panicking. They end up blocking roads, wrecking cars stacked up, abandoned. Okay. So we're seeing thousands of people evacuating. So Los Angeles running out of water as 30,000 from Malibu to celebrity enclave Calabasas are ordered to evacuate. Thousands of homes are scorched. Let me get this right now. Right, so there we have another update. A state of emergency has been declared by the governor of California as wildfires sweep through exclusive suburbs in LA with a hillside dotted with celebrity homes on fire. Right, so there you go. And they're actually saying they're seeing strange sights in the fire. There's actually strange, what they call UFO sights, even in the fire, the smoke itself. Let me try and get this. Oh, don't know if I can try and pick this one up. Look, you hold on. So as you can see, like some strange light moving across the chariot, moving across that. One more time. You can see like a strange, like a chariot going through the smoke. Yeah. So it says, so what on earth is this just captured on Fox News report? So you can see somebody's obviously used their camera or their mobile phone to film that strange occurrence. So again, what is that? That strange sight from heaven. Look at this. So this is St. Luke chapter 21, verse 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. So we're seeing that whole over Greenland. We're seeing pretty much Denmark is basically saying they don't mind that Greenland become an independent or sovereign entity. But then they don't want at the same time Greenland to become an actual part of America. Now America is basically saying by Trump, Donald J. Trump, that they're willing to get militarily involved within the occupation of Greenland. But Greenland doesn't want to be occupied. They want to remain independent if they do separate from Denmark, right? But they don't mind being closely tied and doing trade business with America, right? And so you want to find out why America has so much interest in Greenland. Why? Because of its resources, man. There's a lot of rare resources deep within the ice. I mean, the ice is melting, well, according to what they say over there in Greenland, and it's going to basically showcase a lot of rare minerals that America can use for weapons manufacturing and so forth, and also for the whole pushing of this fourth industrial revolution, like lithium, right? Electric cars, right? As they're looking to collapse the whole automated industry and pushing forward to all like automated labor. So that's another reason why Donald J. Trump is showing a lot of interest within occupying Greenland or doing intense or close trading with Greenland, man. Right? So let me read that part again. So it says, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And also we're hearing about how France, Emmanuel Macron, he's basically saying that the EU will not suffer America to occupy Greenland. So that's pretty much open threat. That's threat. So we understand a lot of people say that Greenland isn't actually a part of the EU. It's a part of NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, but it's not a part of the European Union. It's basically a district of Denmark. But basically, if it's a district of Denmark, it's technically, because Denmark is a member of the EU, so technically Greenland is technically a member of the European Union. So Emmanuel Macron, he's saying, listen, the European Union will not allow America to militarily occupy Greenland, man. So that's a straight up threat, because remember, America and France is basically, they're all part of the same beast. So what does that show you? Division amongst nations, man, right? And that's war. So nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. So we're seeing France make an open threat pretty much to America, right? And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places and famines. So we're hearing about earthquakes in various places, man. Like in Tibet, we had that the other day. So much so that tumors was heard even as far as India, right? And famines and pestilences. We're seeing pestilences now. We're seeing the whole resurgence by the millions. We're seeing a lot of, over there in China, I believe they declared basically a national emergency, right? A national emergency, because you're seeing the hospitals being flooded with patients, man, due to the whole resurgence of not just, you know, the COVID thing, but also other flu-like symptoms. Anyway, let me read on. So it says, reading on, and this is the point, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. So we're seeing thousands of UFO reports throughout the whole earth, man. And just like I said, in this fire over there in Los Angeles, there's strange sights. Even in the smoke, you see rising up. Okay, what they call UFO sightings. Let me get this. Here we get to breaking news. Governor Newsom has ordered the mobilization of California's National Guard to assist firefighters in battling wildfires across Los Angeles counties. Let me just get this right here. This is Acts. This is the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 19. And I will show wonders in heaven above, as we're going into, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire. So we're seeing blood in the form of war. We've seen a lot of stabbings over here in London. That young boy, 14 years old, a drill rapper, I think his name was Grips. He got pretty much executed on a bus. I believe it was in Woolwich. And there's a whole controversy about it because a lot of youths in London are just dropping. But Yahweh Shai already said it, if you live by the sword, you're gonna die by it. And this little young boy, he's all rapping, right? You know, drill music and stuff, and spitting all these lyrics about, you know, the whole road life. He pretty much brought a curse upon himself. He brought that life to himself. So you can't really, even his own mother said that she wasn't surprised that he died, man. Even his own mother, because they interviewed his mom, and they asked her if she was surprised that he was dead, and she said no. She wasn't surprised. Obviously, she was teary-eyed about it, but she wasn't surprised because apparently she kept telling him about that lifestyle, and then look what done happened. He wound up dead. So imagine that you a mom, and you pretty much prophesying the death of your own son, right? You're foretelling the death of your own. You're actually telling him that this life is going to lead to your death, and then he winds up dead. Imagine that. Imagine that, man. So there you go. So it says, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire. That's the point. And fire and vapor of smoke, right? The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord come. So there you go. So we're going to be seeing all these signs in the heavens above, I mean the sky, the firmament above, and signs on the earth beneath, which is what a kingdom against kingdom, which is what blood. But this is all, you know, these are all spirits of vengeance, as we're seeing, man. My friend, let me just quickly get this. This is Ecclesiasticus. So this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 40, verse 9. Death and bloodshed, right? Strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. So there you go. So it's a death and bloodshed, and we see bloodshed happening non-stop around the planet Earth, okay? Because even in the whole wildfire situation, I believe they said that 5 individuals have lost their lives. Thousands, everybody else, they've pretty much been evacuated. You're seeing the elderly being rolled away in wheelchairs, stretchers, so forth and so on, right? So forth and so on. So you're seeing all this. So you see strife and sword, calamities, famine. So you're seeing the sword, like over in Ukraine, 1 million Ukrainians have been pretty much put to death in this whole war that they have, this ongoing war that they have with Russia. It's probably countless more, right? Because that's just the stats, right? So all these things were created, right? So all these occurrences, these were all created by the Heavenly Father, right? For who? The wicked of the people, all right? So that's the point, all right? Let me get back to this. Right. Let me go back to this now. So it says, another update. This is Malibu, right? So Malibu, that's in Los Angeles. One of the wealthiest, affluent places on the entire planet now is being burnt to ashes. Okay? Because that whole fire situation over there in LA. Right? So that's even celebrities' houses. So what does that show you? Not to put your trust in riches, not to put your trust in wealth. Why? Because you could put all this money in and put your trust into your job, into your career, right? And then you might put a down payment for a house in a rich neighborhood, and then look what done happened. They get burnt down, and now you're crying on TikTok, right? Talking about what you're gonna do. So that shows you what you're meant to put your trust in the Heavenly Father. I'm trying to. So it says Proverbs chapter 23, verse 4. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. There you go. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. Right, so riches, right? Riches has not pledged any allegiance or loyalty towards you, all right? Because remember, the scriptures also said that our people, wherever we be scattered to, we be made to worship wood and stone. Let me get this right now in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord or Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Right, wood and stone. So what is cash made out of? Cash, or the dollar, the American dollar bill, is made out of what? It's made out of trees. It's paper, right? Paper money. And paper comes from where? Trees. Okay. Let me get this right now. In Timothy. Let me get this right now. So it says, this is 1 Timothy, verse 6. Let me start from verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. Right, so we see the whole of LA being engulfed or drowning in what? Destruction and perdition, utter fire. So they say, for the love of money is the root of all evil. So there you go. So the love of it is the root of evil. So you did all this wickedness to get that house.
It's not there.
To get that house, and now it's being burned down in Malibu. Oh no. Right? Oh no. It says, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of the Most High, flee these things. So we're going to flee the pursuit of riches, get in the bag, like, you know, all the youths, and not even just in America, over here, wherever our people are, whether in West Africa, they're all about getting money, right? To the point where they'll disadvantage and cripple their neighbor just for the sake of the love of money. You're not even using money as a defense. You love it. The brother there as well. You know? The brother Daniela with us. The brother Daniela. Right? So it says, but thou, O man of the Most High, flee these things. So it says, a man of the Most High, man, to flee these things, man. Get the hell away, man. Run. Because if you walk it, you better run the hell away from it, man. Like it's danger. You flee away from something. Why? Because money is danger. You don't really use money as a defense. Okay? Using the world and not abusing it. Okay? But that goes into what our people are covet after. Because covetousness is a form of what? Idolatry. Right? In fact, let me get that right now. To lock you. Let me get that in Colossians. Says, right. So it says, Colossians chapter 3, verse 5, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, this the point, and covetousness, which is idolatry. So there you go. So coveting after money, that's a form of worship. So when you're coveting the bag, you're pretty worshiping wood, man. Okay? That's your God, that's your idol. Right? And like Eminem, I believe he likened himself unto the Rain Man. And when you look at the Rain Man that goes back to the devil will bless you if you sacrifice to him. Like that's what Eminem did. You see him in the bath with the goat's blood, covered in the blood and everything like that. He did what he had to do for Satan to bless him with the money. Let's get some cows, man. Why do we do that?
And even if you didn't have the cattle or the land, King Solomon said what? He said that he learned all things, right? And he perceived that everything, all was vanity, and about everything was what? Wisdom. Right. So even if you have more cattle, right? If you have wisdom, then in due time you could cattle. Right?
Go.
Which is uncertain, First Timothy chapter 6 verse 17 says, charge them that are rich in this world that they but in the living power who giveth us.
Going to make fun. The dumbest people on earth.
So
you worship the white one, but when I tell you he's black, now you laughing. The biggest you raise up to worship your slave master. When we tell you that your Messiah look like you, then you want to laugh. The dumbest people on earth. This is why white people are laughing at us, you know. The dumbest people.
Everything's a joke. They come out to tell you you're royalty, you're God's chosen people, and that's funny.
Yeah, but they're young. They're little kids. Well, actually, they're not even 12. So actually, they're the age. You're old enough. They're men. You could get put to death for committing adultery. These little guys having sex with their man's girlfriend, you could get put to death at their age. You don't think, oh, they're young. They're not young. They're the age of consent. They can start having children. They can start getting married in that, man. The Most High is not going to have mercy upon these little youths. You see them running around in school uniform. The Lord's going to take them out. The Lord's going to kill them, man.
The Lord's proving that order because even today, I think it's like 3 or 4 stabbings within the last 3 days, man. Another one yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, while brothers are doing the work, man, another Jake getting taken up. You know, the day before that and the day before that also. So the Lord's not playing, man.
Yeah, you want to protect your children. And a lot of these children are coming from single parent households where the mom is running it. Right? She can't do nothing because the boy, he's getting older, he's getting bigger. She can't beat him like how she used to because he's big now, he don't affect him. So he's basically running the house. He's running the house now, right? And that actually, that 14-year-old that got put to death in the bus, he got stabbed by a machete. Man, the mom wasn't even surprised. She said it off. She wasn't even surprised that he died. Because the amount of stabbing that's happened, a lot of these women that have these single moms that have sons, they're not even surprised anymore that their sons are dropping dead out here in these streets. They're not even surprised anymore. You know, that's how serious it's getting. But anyway, let me get this. Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 10. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity. Right, so there you go. This is vanity. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them. And what good is there to the owners thereof, saving the beholding of them with their eyes? See, Esau's trying to heap up riches. Why? Because he's scared of the kingdom of heaven taking over him. He's scared of pretty much being a slave in the world to come. He knows about the UFO signs. He knows that the Lord is coming to invade his wealth, his kingdom, his prosperity, and going to take it away from him. He's scared of that, man. So he's trying to amass as much wealth and much control. That's why he wants control. Why? Because he's scared of something, man. He's terrified. Because why is he not content with what he has? Why is he trying to claim lands and take everything? Why has he got all these plans about controlling and targeting the children and controlling the people? And why is he such a psychopathic control freak? Because he's scared of something, man. All right. So let me. So it says, verse 12. The sleep of a laboring man is sweet, whether he eat little or much. But the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. Right, because he's sleepless nights, working overtime to acquire wealth, right, orchestrating plans of governmental overthrows, right, CIA operations, psyops, right, or Project Blue Beams to deceive people through the media into thinking that it's some terrorist attack, but really just Esau's CIA operatives working in the country to overthrow or cause some type of disturbance in the country or in the area. Why? So they can pretty much destroy it or justify sending their military, right, in the name of democracy, right, and what extract and steal the goods away from the people, right, and put slave markets in the down area, man. And that's what Esau has done continually. Like we see over there in LA, California, the whole wildfire situation. Man, the people in the comment section up on X, they're just rolling their eyes. They already know what it's all about. It's another land grab, man. It's another land grab for the 2028 Olympics, man. And what smart cities, the LA smart cities that they want to establish by 2028. Okay, that's what that's all about.
So I mean, just quickly say it all though. They're talking, I don't know if you mentioned it earlier when I wasn't here, but they're talking about 50 billion in damages, man. So how are they going to recoup that when you got Biden, the Biden administration? He's still handing over billions to the Ukraine. Yeah. Why all this is happening, man? So
even and the Taliban, every day, to the Taliban every day.
So we know what it's going to do. It's going to cause more uproar. It's going to cause more sedition among people, man.
Right. If I can just bring this out, it says when so basically, right, this is the news update. I want to get to the point in the whole article. It says Democrats didn't want to invest in desalination plants because the droughts helped them push the climate change narrative so they could raise taxes. Right, so desalination plants is basically plants that remove the salt from the ocean water, so they can use that in where the firefighters to quell the wildfires, man. So they didn't want to invest in the desolate, I'm trying to pronounce it, man, desalination plants. You guys
believe in the Bible?
Why are you walking? Why are you running? I'm running. Okay.
You guys are Israelites, man. You're God's chosen anyway, yeah? You're God's chosen people, yeah?
So it says, well, now there's no water in certain fire hydrants to fight these horrible fires. Right, because they didn't want to invest in the whole desalination plants. They didn't want to invest in any of it. And Trump predicted this years ago. Trump saying because of their negligence of investing in these plants itself, that's what's causing these droughts. Okay, that's happening over there in the West Coast. all right? And they actually sent all the billions of dollars of money that they actually sending over to Ukraine. A lot of it is for firefighters, man. They sent all that for the firefighters over there in Ukraine. So look, you trying to bring this up.
That's why they're getting onto what's her name, the mayor or the councillor of California right now.
Yeah.
I forget her name.
She's in Africa.
she just came back from Ghana on holiday while California is burning down. So they've been onto her, bro. But
you see that the brother Shakwat Shalom Shalom. But you know, see, but then they're gonna blame or see it's you niggas, it's you did this. You caused California to burn down, but we all know that people tape on us.
She's pushing that LGBT. She's
she wants it. She's part of the club. She's part of the club, man. She's part of the club. She don't do no kind of nasty. She don't have to get down with the get down, man. Right? But anyway, it says breaking news: tanker planes are now scooping up water out of the Pacific Ocean and dropping it on the Palisades fire. You see that? So they're saying, man, never mind the desalination plants. We're gonna.
You want to die or something? You don't be tiger.
Oh.
That's my glove, so.
Sorry about this one. Anyway, it's gone. Blaze. Fort Worth, Texas, right? This comes mere hours before a large winter storm is set to roll through the area, putting a strain on the grid. But apparently it was dealt with. It was actually dealt with, man. The governor of Greg Abbott, that's because he's the governor of Texas. He put it out. He actually put it out. Okay, yeah, it's suffering. Oh, see? Yeah, this thing is buffering a lot. Fucking. Yeah. It's buffering a lot. That's probably why brothers keep looking in and looking out.
I don't know if you want to try shift that there. See if it makes a difference. And I stand on the other side.
Does it make a difference?
I don't know.
There's a buffering now. I don't know if you can respond. Is it buffering now? It's buffering bad. Can we move up there? Can we move up here?
Take my bag off.
Cool. Yeah. We'll do it here, but she's standing. Let's do it here, innit? Still buffering, real choppy. What about now? Is it chopping now? Is it chopping now? Anyway, man, let's go on the road. Mute the live. Mute the live. Mute the live. Hey, what does this mean? Mute the live in unmute. You know what that is?
Mute the live
and
unmute again. It's like it's no sound. How can you mute this?
Mic
Mic
on.
on. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? But push out, let us know.
Let's try and bring it out. In Peckham, man, you gotta keep your fingers crossed around here, man. say. But Greg Abbott put out the fire that happened at that electric plant, that substation in Texas, right? So he put it up. Okay, but the whole point is that there's all these fires just going out throughout the whole earth, man, and mainly in America, and that's all plagues. Because you're thinking, why aren't fires